Hello, cyberspace. It is Terra, your favorite cyber bitch. So, title of tonight's stream: Terra's bored and Burnside likes cookie dough ice cream.
Oh, yeah. God damn it, woman. You and the fucking diabetes. Son of a bitch. Double son of a bitch, because I did actually forget my motherfucker. Son of a...
But am I wrong? You do like cookie dough ice cream, don't you?
Motherfucker. I'm good. I need to find a newspaper in the city that doesn't cost me $5 that I can beat you with. Problem is, every fucking newspaper, even the tabloids, is $5 fucking.
Yeah, well, here they're cheaper. Ha ha.
Yeah, lucky
you. There was
you.
a Florida newspaper with Florida man stories on it.
So we have with us tonight an American Celt, my baby brother. We have, of course, Mr. B.
Greetings, assholes and sodomites alike.
And we have Nano Reaper, but he went to go get some beer or something.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I'm bored. I wanted to do something. All this drama going on. I'm just tired of it. So let's talk about anything but drama, shall we?
Yeah, no goat horation. We're not ISIS. We don't sell and fuck goats for a living. Let's do something.
I don't know how much fun I'm going to be tonight. I was sitting here for a few minutes wondering why I was so quiet, and I realized I didn't hit the join button. My brain's really shot right now.
We also have with us Scooby331. Hey, baby brother, you want to tell him the name of tonight's stream?
Let's see. Terra's bored. Burnside likes cookie dough ice cream.
I despise all of you.
Yeah, about the same thing.
Are we on air yet?
Yes, we are. Yeah. We are live. Go ahead, okay, cuss me out. I don't give a shit.
No, I was just curious.
No, I told. Don't worry, it's okay. I told her that if there was a newspaper in this city that didn't cost $5 that was worth buying, I'd buy it and beat her with. But none of the newspapers in this city, from the fucking tabloids to the Sun Times, is cheaper than $5 and rolled up is useful for beating somebody or even beating your dog. You know, like when you swat your dog, hey, move, pup. You know, these fucking newspapers are so shit quality they're not even useful for whooping material anymore.
Yeah.
Unless you want to spend $5, which I'm not spending $5 on a goddamn newspaper. I'll spend that on a comic book, not a fucking newspaper.
Yeah, it's so sad that comic books are $5 a piece now.
I know,
shit,
right?
Here they're more expensive than that. They're like $6-7 a piece.
Wow.
Dude, I get them at Walmart. I just go over the border to Indiana, and I just find them over at the Walmart over there.
Yeah.
Nah, see, I actually go to comic book stores. I'd rather pay that money than
the last set I ran into, I was like, okay, you know, it's a bundle. Why the hell not? You know, it was kind of like I was getting groceries and it was there, so I was like, why the fuck not?
You know, I'd go in.
How bad can they be?
I'd go into the when I was a kid. I save my allowance and whatnot, and I used to do odd jobs. Do what you could to get money. And this back in the '80s. So I'd go into the comic book store with a whopping $20, and I'd walk out of there with a ton of shit.
Nice.
Yeah. I think that G.I. Joe back then in like 1987 or 88, I think it was 75 cents an issue.
Oh, damn, that's cheap. Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah. I started driving, I think it was something like 82 or 84 cents a gallon for gas. You could get a 6-pack of beer for, I think, two and change. That's with the deposit. Cigarettes were less than $1 a pack. And you basically were getting like an eighth of an ounce for like $5-10 of reefer. You were really like, the economy was so much better back in the day.
Damn it.
This is what happens when the Democrats ran the country. Everything went up.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Yeah,
now I'm cripplingly depressed.
Mm-hmm.
Motherfucker.
It could always be worse.
Yeah, I know. We could have Hillary fucking Clinton.
Exactly. Worse than that, we could have Bernie.
Yeah. great, powerful communist socialism democracy. Have a heart attack and let the fucking.
If you're white, you don't know what it's like to be poor. Yeah, fuck you, Bernie.
Oh, that reminds me. I actually, when I used to work at the dollar store, I actually almost had an argument with my boss over that. Because like her and like a few of my coworkers at the time were like Bernie supporters because they're all with that. They're like, yeah, you don't know what it's like to be poor, and I was like, pardon me, motherfucker. I do. I know plenty of white people that know what it's like to be poor. You're living in a neighborhood of people that are that type of white that know what it's like to be poor. Who do you think this is? Orland fucking Park? And like really I had to like kind of politely like tell him like a whole set of backstory and like, oh, we're sorry. All right, maybe supporting Bernie is bad on that basis. And I'm like, yeah, trust me, no, we're all not
honestly. If you think about it, who honestly would not support what Bernie was saying? Like, yes, we want to make sure all the kids can get a free education. Yes, we want to make sure everyone can get their health care. Yeah, it's really great, I'd like to have a unicorn in a stable. But, shit just doesn't work out that way.
Yeah, you got to work within reality, man.
Yeah.
That's...
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles superfan has over 1,000 turtles.
Oh, wow.
Lucky motherfucker.
What, you want a whole bunch of fucking turtles?
Yes. Do you know how much those things are worth?
Really? I have all the originals.
You lucky. No. We're talking real turtles.
Oh, wow. That house must smell.
Fine. No, I reconsider. I withdraw my offer. No, thank you. I will take one box turtle. That is it. And that's because those things are adorable.
They're good eating, too.
Yeah.
Michael Butcher, with his large collection of over 1,000 turtles. He's got box turtles, yellow sliders.
That's great.
A Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles superfan has fulfilled his childhood dream by filling his home with more than 1,000 turtles. Michael Butcher has converted his home and backyard into a turtle and terrapin sanctuary. And nearly every room is filled with them, including his mom's bedroom. Terrapins, or sliders, are semi-aquatic freshwater turtles and bask on land, rocks, or floating branches throughout the day. Along with his mother, Denise, Butcher gives abandoned and unwanted terrapins a home, often nursing them back to health. And the 38-year-old has plans to build plenty more sanctuaries in the future because he just can't get enough turtles.
Wow.
I like to get laid.
Yeah, I have so many questions. That was one of them. Okay.
But you said, when I was a child, I loved the Ninja Turtles. All I wanted was a turtle, but my dad wouldn't let me have one. Then, when I was going through a bad patch in my early 30s, I saw on Facebook that a man had a terrapin and was going to throw it out if no one came to take it. So I did. He handed the terrapin over in a Besto jar. It all started from there. I could see how badly turtles were being treated, being abandoned and all over, and I wanted to help. I started ponds and tanks out back for them. Now I have more than 1,000. I can't be sure because it's hard to count them all. We have them in every room of the house except for the bathroom and kitchen. It's kept me going. I love it. For this. Although turtles have a reputation for being a bit snappy, Butcher said, his thousands of friends are quite docile. The terrapins are not aggressive at all. We have lots of different kinds here, and most are pretty timid. We do not name them as there are just too many, but we do have our main ones. We've got Big Sally in the pond. Her original owner, Clifford, comes to visit her. He's become like family. And when we have Lady D, who we just took last winter, she was ill for quite some time, but is much better now. It can be hard. Almost half the turtles brought in don't make it. They're just too far gone. They can come down with infections easily. Some people underestimate the size the terrapins will get to. That's true. Some people think that they're going to stay tiny little turtles, and that's a crock of shit.
Yep.
Butcher from Kent, England, said most people don't understand how big they get. They can get up to 15 inches, some bigger. You can't just stick them in a fish tank. Sorry, I'm having a hard time reading. Some of them are in a hell of a state when they come because of how they've been kept. Most terrapins are dropped directly into the sanctuary, and although Butcher loves what he does, the financial strain is a bit much. He said, "We only get about $52 in donations a year." Oh, poor man. Sometimes the electricity bill can get to $650 a month, and the feeding the turtles costs $260. It can be registered charity, but you have to get $6,500 a year in donations. My dream is to build a federation of turtle sanctuaries across Britain. The government has brought in the Invasive Species Act and is decimating the population, killing them for no reason when they could be put in sanctuary. What's the point in killing them when they could be helped? Dude, send them to Florida. They'll be quite fucking happy. We have all them little bastards everywhere.
Send them to a restaurant.
Okay, doctors warn dangers of new peegasm trend. Who the hell has water going in the background?
Me.
Oh, okay.
Let me. I'll close the door in a second. It's just leaks from our fucking Connex.
No, I was just curious. I thought maybe someone was taking a shower.
No, it's just rain.
No, that's fine. So apparently there's a peegasm trend. We've all been there. Maybe you've had one too many coffees or gulped down half a gallon of water after your morning workout. Your bladder is full, but you're stuck in a meeting or on public transportation. Whatever the scenario, the bottom line is you're busting for a pee and have no option other than holding it. Come on. Finally, you get to the toilet. You can let go. The sense of relief feels so good, so good. A little too good. Enter the peegasm. What the hell is a peegasm? A peegasm is the intense feeling of relief after holding your pee so long as possible and then finally going to the toilet. A Reddit thread dedicated to the phenomenon begins with a description. So my girlfriend recently told me if she's had to hold her pee for a while, when she finally gets to go pee, she often has orgasms that feels all the way up her spine to her head. If she does reverse Kegels while peeing, they're more likely to happen. The fuck? She said these orgasms sometimes leave her lightheaded and off balance and are plenty different from her clit or her vaginal orgasms. Others attest to having similar experiences. I call them the piss shivers. Angry. Because they're not quite orgasmic in my opinion, but close enough. So who else has have any of you guys had one of these?
What, a peegasm?
Yeah.
I've made my wife squirt, but that's different. You know, that just sounds to me like some weird fucking sex shit they just don't want to fucking get on the...
I mean, I admit, you know, I've had it and I've thought to myself, damn, this is almost as good as sex. But that's usually only when, you know, I've had to hold it all day.
I'm glad that 747 just came in for a landed. The damn thing woke me up. I fell asleep sitting here.
Did you really?
Yeah. Sorry.
So you didn't hear me reading about the peegasm?
That's actually, I woke up because the plane was coming in and I heard that story. It's just I wanted to let you finish, but wow, I fell asleep.
I've got to get fucking Scooby and Burnside out to North Texas to hunt some pigs.
This is the second time I fell asleep sitting up today. I did that earlier when I was in the dermatologist's office. I felt like such an asshole. I drooled all over myself.
And don't worry.
Go to sleep.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
And don't worry. None of my rifles are Kumo or Ram approved.
Cool.
Dude, so long as I get to hunt, cook, and eat boar, wild pig, all that stuff, I'm happy. If somebody can teach me how to do their tanning and stuff, I'll be even happier because I want to make stuff out of their scalps or not scalps. What do they call them? Pelts?
Yeah.
Hide.
Hide.
Yeah.
Hide. Actually, my couches, the cushions are actually covered with wild boar that skin that has been tied. It's been tanned.
Awesome. That's awesome.
Nice.
Well, all the oak,
that is so
like almost all the furniture in my house was actually from live oak that was cleared off the land to build the house.
Cool.
That's really cool.
Why waste perfectly good lumber?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I definitely want it.
I love woodworking. It's just I don't live in a spot where I can do a lot of woodworking. I have a lot
of live lumber style furniture where you can actually like see the faced side actually still has bark on it.
I love furniture like that.
Sweet.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Dude, that's so old world. That's awesome.
Yeah. Well, I also did all the bar stools in my house are done like slices out of live oak trees.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's really beautiful. I got this picture in my head. You sound like you're describing a house just like my cousin's house.
It's very old world. It's very hunting lodge old world.
Yeah, I was gonna say my cousin's got a lodge. So yeah, he's I forget where the hell he is. I think he's back here, and he might be back in this state. He bounces all over.
Oh, Terra, Rich wants an invite to the.
Yeah, I see that. I'm working on it.
Oh, is it Rich Art?
Yes.
Rich, hello and good night. I'm going to bed, actually. I was going to go to sleep just before because I nearly face planted if that plane didn't wake me up.
Hey, but Scooby, when I come up to New York to visit, you're going to have to take me to Carnegie Deli.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. We'll go there. We'll go to Katz's. There's this ice cream parlor over in Brooklyn. It's in Williamsburg.
You know where I really want to go?
Do they have cookie dough?
Gots with that.
The Oak Room. I don't want to know what the price of the cheeseburger is going to be. I'm just going to pay for it.
Where do you want to go?
The Oak Room.
Okay. Oh yeah, definitely. Well, I'll take.
I don't want to know what the price is. I'm just going to pay for it.
All right, fair enough.
Because that's the Oak Room.
Yeah.
If you order a burger there, they don't tell you how much it's going to cost. Probably $40, but you know.
Holy shit!
Oh, I already have a downvote. Meh.
It's supposed to be. It's supposed to be one of the best burger places in New York City.
I can actually take you to the #1 burger place in America. It's on Long Island. It's in Massapequa. It's called All American. It's a really good burger. It's obviously if it's supposed to be the best one in America, but
If you ever make it out here, I'll take you to Burger Time Machine, and they'll probably give you a run for the money because they do full 1 pound burgers patties on 8-inch buns with like they make the best chili. They make the best chili cheeseburger I've ever had.
Nice. I'm not sure where in Chicago makes the best cheeseburger, but the best burger I have had is at this place called Kuma's. It's basically a heavy metal bar up near the north side, and they've got 2 locations now, and it's really cool because it combines 2 of the things I like. It's got heavy metal and food to match, and if you're sitting there at the bar drinking, typically they have either a good anime on that's not trash, or they'll have something related to that where it's like live action that doesn't suck. And the music there is fucking awesome. Unless,
Well,
of course,
being-
then they just play the loop.
I'm just a huge Sabaton fan, so
I
Oh, me
love
too.
Dude, they kick
That
so
was
much
my
ass.
favorite band. Actually, they were actually in Birmingham once with Amon Amarth. I went to see them.
Oh, you lucky fuck.
but
That's
but
bar.
chili burgers
Bro.
to me are a lost art. You actually I know this one place you go out in West Texas, they do hatch chilies actually in the patty, and then they have a hatch chili they put on top of it with cheddar, like mounds of cheddar cheese and red onion. And it's fucking delicious.
You guys are making me fucking hungry. Stop.
I've had chili. The one thing that my city does do good, if you want like chili and stuff like that, is chili cheese dogs. When I was a kid, there used to be a place down here called Red's.
Oh no! I have been through Chicago. I've been through O'Hare. O'Hare, out of any airport I've ever been to, has the best hot dogs. I don't judge the rest of Chicago by that, but
okay,
airport food wise, their hot dogs are off the hook.
Oh yeah, O'Hare, just well-rounded. If you're like laid over in the airport, is the best. That's the best airport to be in because they have just about everything you're gonna fucking need. Not gonna lie. If I ever want to be in
Goose Island Brewery has beer stalls.
Yeah. Goose Island's tasty. That's the one thing I'm glad that is still around from when I was a kid.
Oh no, and I go to USO there, I get hooked up.
You know, when you come up here, if you want to leave your wife home, unless it's her scene, I can take you to Legs Diamond and Runway 69 in the city, the strip joints. Who gives a shit about the strippers? They got the free hot lunch there. My God, the cold cuts. Holy shit.
I will bring you down south to where I'm from. Mm-hmm. It's actually in Georgia. We'll go to Atlanta. We'll go to the Pink Pony. It's owned by an Italian mobster.
Okay.
So Scooby will definitely be right at home.
No. Best Italian buffet. Lunch buffet you can ever have. Calzones. I swear, he brings his mom from Sicily to cook the fucking food. He is an old school tracksuit wearing Jersey mobster. He's a great guy. He tolerates no drug dealing. He tolerates nothing in his club.
Yeah. Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, well, that's part of the rules.
Because he's a legal mobster.
Yeah.
The best kind, man. You see, that's the thing I loved about Al Capone's legacy is for a good while, we had a lot of people in the city that were like that. And then they were actually cutting the crime down. So the fucking...
because Al Capone viewed thuggish crime as bad for business.
Yeah. He fucking hated it.
In my neighborhood, if you're doing certain things and then the older guys catch you, when I say older guys, like if you're a teenager, I told you what happened to that one kid in the neighborhood when they caught him stealing the old lady's medication.
They beat the shit out of it.
Oh, no, they didn't just beat the shit out of this kid.
Well, we're just going to leave it at that.
No, I mean, what they did to this kid was they took him, they threw him in the trunk of the car. They went down to the beach when they were having bands at the beach. So every half hour or so, someone would go out to the car, pop the trunk, beat the shit out of him, and give him another bottle of water. They were down there for probably about a good 6 hours. Then they went across to the Bay Beach, which is across the bridge. Same deal. He's in the trunk of the car. They kept going over, I beat the shit out of him, give him another bottle of water. This poor kid, he pissed all over himself. Then they took him after that. They went to the bar. Same thing. This guy was in.
There's a certain thing to say about old school games. Yeah. I'm saying it's about 60s, 70s, 1980s gangsters.
Mm-hmm.
Real gangsters. Not the shit from Compton, but like real Italian gangsters. They cared about they care about the community.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That was the whole point. What I was getting at was when they took him around, they let everyone in town. It wasn't the same guys. They were going up and telling everyone in the bar, we caught this guy stealing, Mrs. X's pills. Oh, really? Who is it? It's so-and-so. Oh, really? Hold my beer. And they go,
But also, Scooby, for the longest time, though, the Italian mob was keeping fucking hard drugs out of the fucking Bronx, out of Brooklyn, out of fucking Manhattan.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't, you know, they wanted to.
It's not that it wasn't lucrative; it's they didn't want to kill their clients.
Well, no. They had respect for the community.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the reason why I like being in the group of people that I'm in, is they got a respectable legacy like that. They weren't mobsters or any crazy shit like that, but they're a bunch of greasers back in the 60s. You know, and that's essentially the shit they did, you know, when they weren't partying and getting plastered and, you know, fist fighting and shit with other greasers and shit, or whatever the fuck the, you know, gangs of crack babies from the north side and shit were, whatever they called themselves. You know, they're, you know, going around and, you know, keeping a lid on shit that was going on. Like, if people were breaking into houses or people were causing too much trouble, you know, the Burnside bums would come around and they beat the fucking shit out of them. You know, It was always like a race between the bums and the cops to see who would actually solve the crime first, you know?
Yeah, it's like the Guardian Angels over here.
Yeah, exactly what we did, you know?
Yeah. You know, that's the thing. Like, in my neighborhood, I think I told you before, we had a guy... I'll never forget this. It was years ago. We had this guy, and he's in the bar, and he goes like this. He's sitting there ranting and raving. He's like, "I'm gonna go get my piece. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna shoot the fucking bar up. I'm gonna show you." So we all look at each other. George, you lock the door. Okay, now you can't leave, asshole. And they tuned him up fierce over that fucking bar.
No, because, you know, it was self-regulating. It was back in the day, it was when the criminals were cared about the community. And I think that's probably died in the last 10 years or so.
Yeah.
It's died in like the past 20, man. Like, literally.
Yeah, but I'm just going to say, the old school criminals have died off. And they wouldn't have let these dealers in. They wouldn't have let this shit in. They wouldn't have... If you had the old school 1980s, 70s New York mob, you wouldn't have the opioid problem you have in here.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
Like, because they wouldn't have allowed it. They would have been like, you know what? You're fucking done. You're done. You either stop selling or we're going to feed you through a wood chipper and ship your fucking shit to Jersey.
Yeah.
And you're gonna end up being somebody's rose fucking fertilizer.
Yeah. You know, may he rest in peace. My father would get calls. I was very little. This was probably like 1983, and my father would get phone calls. I think Big Paul was still alive. May he rest in peace. Big Paul Castellano. And
back when gangsters had class.
Yeah, exactly. It's like that piece of shit John Gotti had to go and kill Big Paul, but when
they didn't go run to Whipsack.
Yeah, when Big Paul was still alive, my father would get calls. You know, he'd get a phone call at the house, and like
without wanting to interrupt you, but wasn't Tony Soprano's character based on Big Paul?
I don't know if he was based on Big Paul. He might have like the body language, maybe his accent, but you know, Big Paul was nothing like that. Big Paul was actually, he was a lot more refined. Yeah, a lot classier, a lot more refined, a lot more dignified.
Well, I was saying early Tony Soprano, when he was anti-drug, didn't want to have anything to do with the drug scene.
Yeah,
would rather throw somebody into a wood chipper than deal with the drug scene.
Well, the thing was, Big Paul didn't like violence at all. He preferred handling everything through diplomacy. Another good thing about Big Paul was he was violence was the last resort. He was classic. Well, yeah, and also he was a family man. He didn't have a gamad.
That being said, if what I've read about him is correct, if he caught somebody dealing drugs in a schoolyard, it was going to be straight to the wood chipper.
Yeah.
Because there was lines he did not cross, and he maintained that.
Yeah. There was a guy, he used to actually, when I was a kid, he used to take me for ice cream when he would come over to see my brother. He's passed now. This guy was the sweetest man you'd ever meet. But if you ever asked to see what was in the Samsonite suitcase in his trunk, it was full of pinkies in jars. You see what it was is if you owed money, he'd go and he'd take the cigar clippers and he'd take your pinkies. That's how it would start. And you still had to pay the vig. It don't matter that you lost a pinky. He'd come back next week, he'd take, your other pinky. Then he'd take the ring finger. Then he'd take your other ring finger. That's how that would go.
Yeah, because until you lose so many fingers, you can still keep working.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, I remember because I asked, I go, what's with the suitcase? And no, don't ask. And then finally I'm older. I said, the fuck is with him always with that suitcase? Oh, it was full of fingers. Oh, okay.
Well, people started paying up, or at least trying to pay up.
Yeah. Well, that's like I said, I'm going back like 20 years ago now, maybe more, when I asked about that. But yeah, that was how things were back in the day. Like, I tell people all the time, I remember one of the biggest things when I was a kid. I go outside and I was chasing lightning bugs. I think in the rest of the country they call them fireflies. And I'm out chasing lightning bugs. And I see this car pulled down the block. It's a cop car. And the two cops get out and they go and they knock on the door and they got the son, and he's in cuffs. And the father comes out and the cops uncuff the kid. And they get back in the car, and I'm watching them. They're eating their lunch, and they're watching. And, it's like I said, it's lunchtime for them, but it's like early evening for normal people. And I'm watching the father beat the shit out of this kid all over the lawn, something fierce like it's free. And these cops are just sitting there watching, eating their lunch. Thing was, instead of running them into juvie, they took him home and let the father tune them up. See, I'm all for that.
Hey, guess what? Since we are, guess what today is? Today is the first time a nuclear ordinance was detonated in anger.
Oh, what was it? It's the anniversary of them dropping them on, what was it?
Hiroshima.
Yeah.
It's Happy Enola. It's Happy Enola Gay Pride Day.
I see. I think, yeah. Well, did they have that at the Intrepid once? The Enola Gay?
No, because the Enola Gay is actually is non-flying, and she's sitting in the Smithsonian Flight Museum in Annex Hangar at Washington D.C.
They didn't rotate them out to the Intrepid for an anniversary or something.
No, because the aircraft is nowhere near airworthiness.
Right, I figured they shipped it in like a trailer or something. I just, for whatever reason, I remember them having that friggin' thing at the Intrepid with a bunch of other planes. I think they had that there and Lindbergh's plane. Like, it was some big to-do.
No, Fifi, and there's one other B-29 that are still airworthy. They're both based in North Texas with the Commemorative Air Force. And I see Fifi fly over North Texas all the time.
Okay.
Well, we have a few times.
If you look at the video on my channel, I went up over to Republic Airport because I'm gonna have to remember next Memorial Day weekend to get a better. Hopefully, I'll have a GoPro by then. Because the Blue Angels, what it is, I went to where I live in Lindenhurst is part of the flight pattern for when they have the Memorial Day air show. And the captain of the Blue Angels air team, he went to Lindenhurst High School. So this son of a bitch drops it to fit like at least 100 feet off the decks. I think even lower when he comes over. I was sitting here. I think I was talking to either Burnside or somebody else. Memorial Day. I'm on the.
Yeah.
I'm on the
computer.
computer.
And then next thing you know, get busted.
Yeah, and all you hear is me screaming, "Jesus Christ Almighty!" because I got sucked off the chair. Because these assholes dropped the thing. They were probably about 10 feet above my roof.
The only thing I don't like about American display teams that I really love about Russian display teams, American display teams is both the Thunderbirds and the Blue Angels. They strip all the shit out of their aircraft.
Yeah.
Russian display teams, the only thing they need to do to make their aircraft combat ready is load missiles and cannon rounds.
Yeah. They leave everything alone.
Yeah. Which gives me a huge respect for those guys flying Sukhoi Su-27s.
Yeah.
And also, with Russian planes, they don't have to do debris searches on the airfields, as they close up the vents and the engines breathe through holes on top of the plane.
That's not true. They still do FOD walks. It's good practice to do a FOD walk, because even if you can suck in from an alternate source, you always want to do a FOD walk if possible, which is foreign object damage.
You know,
damage?
Yeah, something gets sucked into the engine.
Oh, okay.
You know, Aircraft Sparky was telling me about that. That you'll never guess what he did for a living before he went to YouTube.
He's an aircraft mechanic.
Well, you specifically what he did. He used to sit there and shoot the frozen turkeys into the engines.
Yeah, but he's an electronics technician.
Yeah, that's so fucking awesome.
That's
Do you know how many people would sign up if that's what they described that MOS as? Like,
That's awesome.
I would have signed up for that if I would have known that they actually offered that. Yeah.
Throw frozen turkeys into the engine and see what happens. Oh, that's awesome.
They do that to test the windows too.
Yeah.
Oh god, can you imagine getting like a 5-man slingshot or like a bazooka and just firing frozen turkeys at a goddamn jet? Oh, that'd be an awesome job.
So, Scoop, what did you do in the service? I armed the turkey cannon. That is fucking cool. Hell yeah.
That was part of the first turkey tester battalion. No, I was part of the Turkey Rocket Engineering Corps.
The Gobble Squad.
The Gobble Squad. Oh shit.
I'm not knocking it either. That is so cool.
We are gonna have to be active for that, because that sounds just fucking awesome.
That really, I mean, I know you can do any number of cool jobs in the military, but that was my dream job since I was 13 years old and I found out it existed.
That's awesome as fuck.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, guys, I haven't been contributing. I've just had family home.
Oh, that's okay. How are you, brother?
And plus, you guys were talking adults, so I don't understand anything.
Oh, it's all good.
It's okay. We're just cracking jokes about the dream job is to literally be a professional turkey bazooka operator for the military, because basically having the engineering job of testing the engines of fighter jets via tossing turkeys at this.
Oh, do you know what's more fucked up though?
What?
The British borrowed our turkey cannon from us, and they fired turkeys into the engine, and it was shattering blades left and right. And that's before we bothered to tell them you have to defrost the turkeys first. They were firing frozen turkeys into the fucking engines of jets.
Oh my god, are they retarded?
They're British. Do you really want me to answer that question?
Well, I mean, we did beat them in the Revolutionary War, so they can't be that smart.
It bailed them out in 2 World Wars.
You gotta be kidding me.
Oh, we totally bailed them out in 2 World Wars. Yeah, the Krauts were about to spindle fuck them in the trenches, and then they, literally begged us to go and help
Well, you
them.
do realize that if the Krauts had managed to capture 29 more meters of dirt in Stalingrad and seize the oil well terminuses, then World War II would have gone a whole different matter.
Oh, yeah. That or World War II might have been avoided, but, that's one of those, like...
No. It wouldn't have been avoided because they'd have had enough diesel fuel and petrol to run Panther tanks on all up and down D-Day, and our Shermans would have been cut to pieces.
Oh, shit.
Fuck.
Damn.
God damn it. I just face planted again. I gotta go to sleep, guys. I keep dozing off. All
bed.
right,
Go to
good night.
bed, Scooby. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right, good night.
That's good.
I'll be right back.
All right. Oh, now that's a scary thought. Facing down fucking panthers and tigers and shit in D-Day.
I'll be right back. I gotta take this dog to pee.
Yeah. All right, no worries. I'll hold the fort down. I don't have to go do my rounds for another few minutes. Yeah, that's the one fucking funny thing about us getting dragged into 2 fucking world wars. Fucking, I fucking hate them with the burning passion. Ugh. Got my own goddamn tribalist issues with them because they're like, oh, we are so aristocratic and powerful and control the world. You know, and all that fucking cogni bullshit and stuff where they're acting like they're sitting on a fucking throne or whatever. All it takes is just some pissed off drunken Irishman to just knock them over and stuff, and then their whole world fucking falls apart. You know? You need some fucking drunk ass to go up there. Hey, you fuck yourself. You call a fucking you goddamn Protestant son of a bitch, and then just just lightly kick whatever fucking pedestal they're on, and then just the whole crown collapses and shit. And they come begging to us for help. Like, you want us to sleep after for a bunch of drunken Irishmen? You fucking people suck.
Oh, you talking about the Brits asking for help every time they get involved in a world war?
Oh yeah. I'm waiting for the next one because I'm gonna sit there and I'm just gonna be like,
no, the next one. The next World War. The call is gonna be from Poland to help us liberate fucking Western Europe from the Islamic fucking caliph.
Oh yeah, I know.
And Polish stealth tanks are gonna be like, well, we fucked them all up, but you know,
yeah,
because Poland's building the first optically camouflaged tank on the face of the planet.
Oh no way, dude!
Yeah,
send me some documentary
about that.
I know about that.
Damn thing,
that sounds cool.
Stealth tank.
Yeah, it actually, not on top of it can do optical camouflage. It has heat dispensers where the exhaust is masked at environmental temperatures.
Oh my god, that's so cool!
Yeah,
I didn't know.
Oh my god, we so won't care about hellfires anymore.
Are you fucking dude? That's fucking awesome. I had no idea about any of this. Why did nobody tell me? Oh my god!
Have either you played Just Cause? I think was it 3?
I've wanted to pick that game series up, but I've just the same thing with like the problem I have with concerts, video games, all that fun shit. I'm always too fucking broke because of bills and other shit that's going on. Like,
well, that's okay. That's okay. In 10 years, you'll be able to see the Polish victory parade as they roll through Moscow, and you can see the red and white pennants as the tanks with optical camouflage roll down the May Day parade route.
Oh, awesome! That would be
Just Cause 3 that kind of
Jesus fucking Christ! People are talking too much. I'm sorry, that's my house.
I would love the hell out of that, especially because, little known fact, the neighborhood I live in is the Polish neighborhood, named after a famous Chicago Polish business.
Don't worry. When they roll through Moscow, you'll be able to see the pennants flying off the aerials and the hussar wings off the back of the turrets.
Oh, fucking awesome. Dude, I would love it if sometime after they do their victory parade, if they would honor my neighborhood with one of those tanks. Like if they could, I'll do the fucking ground trying to get them the zoning space ever. We already have a patent tank that's commemorating our neighborhood. Like, I would love it if like I could get them some space. There's this
one Burnside, you're Polish and you don't know who Juan Sobleski is?
I'm not Polish. I live in a Polish neighborhood. I'm actually. I live in a Polish. I'm a.
He's a Swede.
Yeah, well, Jan Sobleski was the Polish king that stopped the Ottoman Empire.
Awesome.
No, he took 1,700. He led the world's largest cavalry charge.
Awesome.
And routed 330,000 Ottoman Turks.
Holy shit!
That's a lot. Damn.
Okay, if that dude routed that many, how the fuck did my Vardiagrian ancestors not hold Constantinople? What the fuck?
With he had 17,000 winged hussars with him, and then rode 80,000 cavalry troops down a mountain that the Ottomans said could not be taken by cavalry, and they rode up it anyway, and then rode down the other side and smashed the fuck out of it.
Nice. Well,
by the way, if you want to see a good Polish historic manufactured movie about it, look at Day of the Siege, 1638.
Okay. if you could just please DM that me in Discord so I can go and look it up.
I think there's a good song about that too.
Yeah, when the Wings of Lars arrive with Sabotage.
Yeah, I love that song.
From The Last Stand.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, the actual footage you see from it is from Day of the Siege, 1638.
Oh, nice. Oh, I definitely love to see that movie because here's the cool thing about me being the transplant. All these crazy stories and all these cool history stories from all of my neighbors. Guaranteed, every now and again, of their fucking.
Wait, what?
I love Poland. Poland to me is about Eastern Europe. To me, is the only Europe left.
Sadly, yes. I mean, like I
almost none of that shit.
Like I understand their language. It sounds like does to me.
No, when we're done in Weimar, my wife is leaving my daughter with her mother, and we're gonna go spend 3 weeks in Croatia.
Yo, nice. Like
and yes, I was throughout the World Cup. I was cheering for Croatia because they were the only non-cooked European nation.
Nice. I don't get involved in football. My sport is hockey because I love being able to beat the shit out of people and not get a lawsuit.
Yeah, but you gotta love. Okay, you gotta love. Like I was judging my picks were all based on how cooked the nation was.
Yeah. That you see, this is the reason why I'm like all American is because my home country, they're full cuck. They're so cucked that basically, like I had to argue with my parents for a while, but like in secrecy, I literally burnt all of my paperwork from Sweden. So unless somebody has like a backlog somewhere of old paper documents, that, as far as they know, I'm fucking American, 100%,
no.
So I don't have to worry about that shit.
No, I love Sweden from the 1990s.
My family, like going from like late 80s to early 90s, like came over here. And at first they were like,
no. My barn will tell you how much I love Sweden. Because there was an S tank sitting in my barn.
Nice.
I wish I could be proud of my home country.
And there's a Saab 37 sitting in my damn hangar. I love the S tank. The S tank was probably the best tank destroyer. I'm sorry, battle tank ever produced in the post war years.
Nice. Yeah, it's one of those. It's one of the tanks that I like because it's just like I wish this was in Command & Conquer because I swear to God, when they
it's a tank destroyer. You hide it, and you ambush with it.
Yep.
And you put a depleted uranium salvage round through the turret of a T-72.
Oh, I know. Those things are like literally the original fucking rail guns. You didn't need all that fancy laser shit. All you needed was a depleted uranium shell. Hide that thing behind the right fucking, set of hills or whatever, or just do what the Japanese did and make it look like a fucking bonsai tree and just boom, crack.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you, that tank is tiny, by the way.
Yeah.
Compared to my M48 Magra 3, it is fucking tiny. And compared to a modern day battle tank, it is tiny.
Yeah, but for its time, it was a good tank. That's the thing, nowadays, everyone's got like.
Even nowadays, it would still be a good tank because it's a good ambush predator.
Yeah. Oh, it's a fucking good hunting tank.
You know what it is? It's the Hetzer. Okay, Burnside. It's the Hetzer or the Stug of the modern era.
Definitely Hetzer.
I would almost say more of a Stug, but I'm a huge Stug fan. So.
I gotta go rebrush on a whole bunch of my tank histories. It's been so long since I've been able to talk about a lot of the shit with people because, like, when I was a kid, there was two things I loved the most.
Yeah, and Terra's going. You guys are going way too nerdy for me.
Oh yeah, but
that's
I
okay.
gotta go do
Terra, you can be like my wife and you gotta leave the nerds to do what they gotta do.
I am a nerd, actually. I'm just not into
armor nerds.
Armor. Yeah, I'm not into that.
No, my ultimate goal is I want to get a Stug 3 G and fully restore it.
Let me check
Have you ever
right
seen
here.
Girls in Panzer?
Yes, I have seen Girls in Panzer.
Holy shit, man.
But I have a huge 130. But before I ever saw Girls in Panzer, I have a huge 135th scale armor model series.
Why am I wasting my time with this? Okay.
And you're the art guy.
Yep, that's Richard Art. He's the one that drew me as a thick.
He's the one that drew an anatomically
Thick.
correct She-Ra.
Yes.
Thick, elvish.
No.
Archer.
No. Non-transgender looking She-Ra, which is awesome.
Oh yeah, I drew that as well.
No. I saw the She-Ra they wanted to run, and I'm sorry, I'm old. I am closer to Scooby's age on the plus side than you guys are on the negative side.
I am negative plus.
I am 41 years old. I have a 24-year-old wife, so I can get away with this shit. But let me put it this way. I remember She-Ra. I remember the Saturday morning cartoons. And then they're trying to redraw it, and it looks like one of the Venture brothers with long hair.
Hank Venture.
And I'm going to call it out because it's bullshit.
Oh yeah, I mean, Death Hyrukin brought it to my attention. I had him on my. He was in the chat, and he's like, "Terra, they're making a new She-Ra." I'm like, "Wait, what?" He's like, "Yeah, they just dropped the image." I'm like, "Post it in the chat. Post it in the chat." So he did, and I went and looked. I was like, "That's not fucking She-Ra. That's a boy with a wig."
Hey, why don't I have a wrench in your chat, Terra?
She-Ra, awesome. You haven't
Burnside,
said anything.
Oh, I said something the other day because I was like actually trying to post like a link.
Well,
Actually.
if you go ahead and say something now, I'll give you a fucking link or a wrench.
Y'all know Shadman, right?
No.
Okay, Burnside knows him, but Burnside basically, Shadman basically drew a little comic of basically the CEOs of Cartoon Network talking to Ben, the old version.
Oh,
of
that
Ben
one,
10.
that one, yes.
Yeah, I look at that and I was like, damn, I'm dying. Because that looks so right. What happened?
Do you guys that are graphic artists, if you are interested in Vox Day, who is a friend of mine, and John De La Rosa, which is the leading Hispanic, and I'm gonna use these terms. He's my other friend, are starting a conservative comic. And they may be looking for artists, so I might want to drop some names in.
I'm a traditional. I can't afford any digital. Plus, I have a shitty computer, so I.
No. We're talking like actual comic books, not. They're fighting Marvel on their own front with comic books.
Oh. Well, I'm still working on my skills. I'm still learning how to do line art, like actual good line art. I'm still into sketches and pencil art. I'm gonna work on that.
Well, Rich, I'll set you up with John. How does that sound?
Yeah, sure. I need a job anyway.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, with the work you did on that She-Ra and with the fan art you've done for us so far, dude, they need to fucking hire you because this transfer shit is fucking disgusting, and you nailed She-Ra fucking perfectly, dude. I'm
Well,
telling
you guys do realize that I'm friends with Larry Correa.
Awesome.
Well, I'm not too happy with the She-Ra because when I see it, I can still see that her head looks kind of too big to me because my art teacher basically.
No, you're an artist. You're never going to be happy with your work.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah, no.
But I'll try to put you in contact with John and Bob.
When it comes to artists, the artists are always their own worst critics.
Yeah,
we
really are.
Yeah,
I feel like I can kick myself in the balls.
I make a set of bar stools out of like live oak, and I'm like getting ready to list them, and my wife is like, "They look great," and I'm like, there's a blemish in the finish. And I've spent like 100 hours building these damn things, and I want to sell them for $200 a piece. And she's like, they look great. And I'm like, there's a blemish. I didn't sand this correctly.
Yeah.
Because I do chainsaw wood art, and I do mostly furniture. Like, I take these live oak trees that we cleared to mill my house, and I make the, like, bar stools and with, like, actual sticks and stuff and logs that are all cleared. And I do, like, live oak or what's called live edge furniture, where you actually get some bark on it. And I'm super picky because I think it looks like shit even after it's been polyurethaned. And she's like, no, it looks fine. You should strap $1,000 sticker on that and be done with it.
Yeah, the thing about that is, like, once you do it yourself, you can see the mistakes you've done to it.
The thing is, though, I could spend 100 hours fixing it, buffing it, and sanding it, and it would still look perfect to other people, i.e. clients. It would never look perfect to me because I knew I cut it from an imperfect piece of wood.
Yeah, the one problem I've had is with just like the basic artwork I do, like the little avatar thing I've got right here that I made myself, is I can never get better textures. I can never get good enough textures. It's the one problem I have is I hate doing regular fucking crayon style fucking stupid shit like where people do digital inking. I hate that shit. I fucking hate the hell out of it. I
don't do a YouTube channel, even though my wife is pushing me to do a YouTube channel because I want to stay apolitical on that because I want to do nothing but woodworking.
Right.
All of the furniture in my house, like I built our bed. I built our daughter's bed. I built all the furniture in our house. Like, dude, it's all awesome. Like live oak, like all the bookshelves, I built my desk. And like everybody always wants me to like, oh look, you're doing such a great job. You should. And I mean, my Cessna 208 was not paid for with mercenary money. It was paid for with money from making wooden furniture from scratch. So, I'm pretty good at making furniture. I'm just going to say that, but I'm hypercritical.
Nice. My forte has been 3D. I haven't really got to sit down and do more of it because life's been busy. I don't have anywhere to set up a green screen really for the time being, and so I've had to like make do with what I have. And I keep having this damn problem where I keep kind of losing my shit because I have to transfer from one machine to another. And on top of that, it's like, oh, this system crashed. This program crashed. I need a patch for this. I need a patch for that. Oh, where'd I put this?
So at some point, I'm going to have to drag you, Scooby, Terra, Rich, and Terra's brother out and just have you work in my fucking game room.
Yes.
You're gonna have to invite. Oh, sorry. You can keep on.
Stay off my pool table until you get some actual work done, and off my horsehair dartboards, and out of my wet bar.
Oh, don't worry. If anything, I'll bring my own 6-pack, and I'll have a couple beers here and there as I'm working on my shit. Because when I really get into my 3D modeling and that, you can hardly pry me away from it. Like I'll be sitting there and I'll be working for like 3 or 4 hours, and I'll be like, have I really spent this much time? I can't believe the time has gone this far, you know. And
well, my computer that's sitting in my den, and this is my den, and this is my computer, is a 16-core Threadripper.
Fuck, that'll work. That'll work fucking fine. I mean, I've got a Republic of Gamers Asus, and it's...
Well, I have Heidi 3N printers, too, and a CNC mill, so...
Oh, you're gonna have to wait till for 2 years and invite me because I'm still 16 and I can't go anywhere and film anything.
All right. That'll give me time to go stuff. But yeah, I haven't really dabbled with 3D printers too much, but I want to dabble with them because The one cool thing I found out is unless you're going into tournaments, you can pretty much have your own impromptu Warhammer stuff.
Oh, dude,
And
I don't do Warhammer because I've started to get really a hatred for the Warhammer crowd.
Yeah, because everyone wants you to fucking pay money to the crown to go buy the legit canon shit, and I fucking hate that, dude.
No, you know what I do? Because I'm more interested in historical games.
Uh-huh.
I actually reenact Napoleonic War battles.
Oh, dude, I'd be down for that as all hell.
I also do that in real life as a Napoleonic reenactor.
Oh, I would have so much fun with that. That's the one thing I loved is
have you ever seen Burnside? Have you ever seen the Sharps series of movies or read the novels?
No, I have not.
Okay, they store Sean Bean and he doesn't die. He's the main character. They take place real world timeline from 93 to 2008. And they are set in the Napoleonic War. And they talk about an officer, Sean's character, that's rise from the ranks from sergeant to lieutenant because he served. He saved the life of Wellington. And he's always treated like he's not one of them. And the other main character is his Irish Sergeant Harper, who carries in skirmish battle a knock gun. Do you know what a knock gun is?
Offhand, I don't think so.
7 46 caliber musket balls fired at once. It's a breaching gun.
7?
Yeah. It's a flintlock that fires all 7 barrels at once.
Wait, basically made a rifle version of the organ gun? What the hell? Holy shit.
Oh, it's a real gun. It was it's like a pepper box that fires all 7 46 caliber barrels at once.
Wow.
Yeah, I need to stop watching this before my parents walk in.
Stop watching what?
Nothing.
Something.
No, I'm just on Twitter.
Something that involves cookie dough.
It was I have a knock reproduction gun. I fired it from my shoulder once, and now understand why every time I saw it in any reproduction film, always fired from the hip.
Oh, that had to hurt.
Because it takes out your shoulder?
Yes, Terra. Yes, it does. Because it is firing 7 46 caliber balls into a group of people.
Damn.
So, Rich, I could connect you with a friend of mine. I'm going to show you some of his work he does.
Oh, cool.
Man, I would like, because I did find out about 4 months ago, roughly, because I was working with my buddy Jack and a couple other guys to make like just a sort of regular music video. And I found out that apparently in Rockford and a couple other places they do reenactments for World War I and II. And like I love the history of World War I. And I was like, oh damn, I've got to get like off time or vacation time to go over here and watch this stuff because it looks cool as hell. And like taking part in something like that, I'd love the shit out of it. I'd absolutely love to do that.
Burnside. I do reenactments for Napoleonic War.
Oh.
Which is the same as American Revolution, really.
But still cool shit.
Because, to be honest, if you know how to march, you're British.
Wow.
All right.
No. When you look at reenactors that are veterans, we all reenact as British because we actually know how to march.
Man, I'm sorry. I need to get my line arts like this, like smooth, because mine is still scrubby.
I also do African bush wars because I'm Rhodesian and I have an absolute hatred of the British.
Oh, I like this one better.
Even more so than most Americans.
Oh, damn. That's hard to do.
Man.
That's like the thing I picked up on. It's like as soon as I became Americanized and given that I was risen in like my family settled in like an Irish neighborhood, like yeah, we really picked up on the hate for the British really quick.
On the side of my in my game room or my computer room, there's a flag. Mm-hmm. It's my green and white. It's taped up on my wall.
It's like a mixture of.
And I actually ended up serving the South African military before I immigrated to the United States.
Oh, so I wanted to talk to Rich. This is actually my type of art. I do crafting. This is a wig I had gotten after Halloween, and it was made for a child. And one of my friend's daughters wanted to be Chibi Moon for Halloween. So I took this wig, I sprayed it down with conditioner and water. I trimmed down the hair because I'm trying to get it to look like this. So here's the wig, all nice and shiny. Here it is, combed out, the bangs trimmed. Now I'm doing those decorations. Got me some big old jewels. Chibi Moon.
Yeah, real cool. Sorry, I had to mute myself. My dumbass brother walked in. He's trying to sabotage me.
But, Burnside, to make it... I have an OTC half-track that looks like a German STD.
Whoa,
STD
what the hell?
I think that's his friend's trying to sabotage him.
He did it again. What a cunt.
Burnside, I have a Czechoslovakian half-track that looks like a German half-track.
Ooh! I would definitely have fun with those because here's the one thing that like I thought was like really cool when I found out about it. This sounds like redneck as hell, but the half trucks and stuff that the anarchists made in the Spanish. I love the hell out of those because I was laughing my ass off because like that is really cool looking, and then Debuta was like, wait, you basically got a bunch of fucking Catalonian rednecks with rifles just jury-rigging these half trucks together and shit.
Oh, by the way, Burnside, this is going to be more. Right here. Ooh. Death by Snoo.
Burnside. Be prepared. You better be prepared, my brother. He is going to give you the snoot.
I'm also going to be doing a cosplay of Miss Frizzle.
Oh, speaking of that, your ghetto booty drawing will be commenced as soon as I'm done doing one for Tyro.
Gotcha.
Awesome.
He told me to do a steampunk made version of lo-fi, so that's what I'm doing.
Cool.
Oh,
I love the art.
Burnside, I just posted a link.
Fucking cool hell.
If you're not too busy at work, but that's the Czech copy of that is what we have sitting out at the house.
Ooh, awesome. That's a nice tank.
It's not a tank; it's a half track.
Oh. I'll look at it in a second. I gotta go do my rounds real quick, and then I'll be right back. So as long as my phone doesn't kill me as I try to multitask, I'll definitely take a look at it, and then I'll nerd out with more history stuff with you as soon as I get back.
Yeah, I'm trying not to shit all over Terra's in your time.
Oh no, you're fine. Trust me, I'll tell you if you're.
Trust me. Whenever we all get together, I'll let my wife take you to like a spa, and you can leave us all to nerd out.
I am a nerd too. Ask my brother.
Yeah, she is. She's just not the right kind of nerd for this conversation.
Yeah, but there's a certain nerd when you're looking at tanks and counting sprocket teeth that it's different.
Yeah, I'm not
might be a
that
little
kind
too
of nerd.
nerdy for you.
You're talking about army nerds.
Well, she's the one that's probably going to want the leather.
Chains and all.
She's going to be the one that wants the leather SS corset.
Pretty much.
Ooh, I can see it now.
And her brother's like, shut up now.
No, my brother's seen me in a corset.
Okay, not gonna question that.
We went to the Hogtown Fair.
My wife is in Las Vegas right now on a bachelorette party, so.
I think you also used to have a profile picture on Facebook with you in a corset.
Yep. I love corsets.
Speaking of corsets, I have the image of the steampunk. Right, where is it?
Oh, by the way, fuck. Terra's boobs in a corset is as close to GVC as ever going to see the real tits.
Oof.
Is the closest who's going to see to real tits?
Yeah, and that's looking at your thumbnail, sweetheart. G.
Oh, yeah.
He really pissed me off the last couple of weeks, so.
How do I send this image? I can't share the private DM, so...
Do a screen share.
I'm on a laptop, and this... Wait a minute, hold up, let me see.
You can do it through the Hangout.
Oh, I have a Hangout? Oh, I'm on Hangout. Crap, I feel so dumb. Wait, how do you do screen share again? I've never been... How do you do screen share?
All right, you go to the corner of the screen. There's...
Oh, here it is. Thanks.
You're welcome, and I will present you.
Hold up. Where's the image? You
are now being presented.
Okay, hold up. Is that showing a blank screen right now? Oh, here it is.
Right now, it's just showing you.
Oh. Hold up. Wait, you can't see it?
Did you click screen share and okay?
I'm a dumbass. Sorry.
There we go.
This is it, basically.
Nice.
I did a few changes to the design. I made the skirt a little bit shorter and also made the hemkin a little shorter. I was gonna do something where she was holding a gun, but then I realized I didn't know how to draw that, so I had to change the design and give her a sort of steampunkish electric glove. So yeah. Anywho, yeah, that's what I'm working on right now, and then I will be done with the ghetto booty one. I think you can stop.
I didn't see that half truck. Where
you
was
have
that
to
at?
stop the sharing. I will stop the presenting.
Oh, sorry. Shit. Yeah, I'm done.
Oh, we only have one person watching, and it's probably me.
Me too.
I'm still watching.
I've got 2 down votes and 2 up and 4 up votes. So
I voted you up because fuck all these fucking losers that are all into the Gulf City all whale the blue whale bullshit.
I'm not a fan of that cult of personality. They're griping, whining, bitching about a bunch of shit, and it's like, dude, I don't care. I'm not talking about it.
The only time I have ever referenced All Hail the Blue Whale, my aunt and I were at Kmart looking at bathing suits. Now, mind you, we are not small women. And she picked up this one blue bathing suit, and she's like, "What do you think?" And I was like, I went up to her, I go, "There's this thing on the internet that's All Hail the Blue Whale. It's supposed to be like this spiritual thing." She goes, "I get it. No blue bathing suit. Gotcha."
Well, I mean, hey,
So
if
that's the only time
what
I have ever in my life referenced the blue whale is in a bad light.
Yeah,
there you go, Burnside. I just sent you a direct message on.
Yay! Okay, let me take a look at this awesome thing.
Yeah, it was the most common half track they ever had. I had the Czech Republic flat diesel variant that was made after the war, because it was the longest produced half track of all time, because they kept making it all the way up until the late 1950s. But I have been fucking with people because on Facebook today, my status is Happy Enola Gay Pride Day.
That is a beautiful half truck. I love that armored machine. It's so cool.
Well, see, I knew that you knew shit about World War II, and you would instantly recognize it.
Yep. Yeah, I love those old school boot crawlers, man. Those things are just fucking cool as hell.
There are two advantages the American half track had. Is the front tires on the American half track were driven, and there was almost no metal in the treads of the American half track, so they were really easy to replace. So like replacing a rubber band.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I thought.
And their front and German half tracks are basically 2-wheel drive, tread drive only, with the wheels only being out to steer. American half tracks, they actually had power to the front tires.
Ah, okie dokie. Nice. Yes, at that time I thought that pretty much the treads of not only half trucks but tanks as well were just plated metal.
No.
There's always going to be a bit.
The American half tracks were very highly rubberized, and that's why the Europeans liked them. They didn't tear up the streets.
Ah, okay.
Oh no, but yeah, everybody was rubberizing their treads at that point because rubberized treads made a lot less noise.
Mm-hmm.
So they attracted a lot less attention.
Right.
I mean, even like German Panzer IIIs, which is what the Stug was based on, were rubberizing their tracks.
I have not posted shit on DeviantArt for a long time.
Yeah, there's one thing. One of the previous conversations we were having about like reenactments and tabletop games and shit like that. My mentor for the longest time, he, unbeknownst to me, he used to do tabletop games and stuff when he was in his 20s and that. And one of the things he was trying to do is he actually got one of those giant maps that are they've got like the octagon spaces on them and stuff, and he was trying to make games based on the Spanish Civil War and like a couple other stuff. He was working on a prototype for it.
Well, see, here's the thing. Planes of War is such an adaptable system to any war in the 30s and 40s.
Ah, I did not know about that because he ran into a wall where basically the problem he had was he had a million little figures that he was painting up. He had a set of things he was working with, and the thing is, there were like 2 or 3 different websites to go to get individual little pieces that he would do together to represent different faction units, what have you, and like bases and stuff. But
I mean, that was probably before Flames of War, the game came out, which was all 1930s and 40s tank combat. So you could easily use its rules and its pieces, infantry pieces, to do Spanish Civil War.
Nice. I'll have to definitely look into that. Yeah, the thing is, he's like, I like this game idea, but I can't go any further with it because it's going to cost me an arm and a fucking leg. Because he's
also the Flames of War looked at infantry as platoon-based combat units, so that was how it's broken down. Which on the battlefield is very useful.
Oh God, yeah, it makes shit so much easier.
Yeah, no, I've divorced myself from any and all Games Workshop games because they want too much of their fucking shit. And I'd rather play much more realistic tabletop war games.
Yeah, that's the thing that I dislike about them because I mean, I'm kind of what I guess I love, but I'm also young enough that I can. So I like tampering. But the thing that this is not fucking workshop, as you said, it's way too expensive to fucking buy. I hate Britain. I don't want to give them any fucking money. You know, I don't like the fact that it's like I basically all the cool shit I want. You know, I have to go basically pay to the fucking crown. It's like, no, I don't like that. Give me fucking American.
I'm sorry. If I really want to play a fucking battle armor game, I'll spend $85 and get my starter set for heavy gear. And
I don't think I'm familiar with heavy gear.
Well, no. Let me put it this way: for $85 US dollars, you can get the North and South, starter set. Which is 2 complete fucking armies, enough for 2 people to play against each other. How much is a starter set for Warhammer 40K?
I think it's about the same price between that and 100. Last time I went to
you're wrong. You're wrong. It's about $250.
Oh shit! It's like the whole thing. Good God! It must have been like a Christmas.
Yeah, it's anal rape. It's anal rape for any. It's like nobody wants to get into the. I mean, I love the sport, but I sold my 1,000 Suns. I sold 30,000 points at 1,000 Suns.
Good Lord!
Including
you motherfucker.
4 Titans.
You sold Titans. Damn.
Because I was done. I was done with. I wanted to put my money into Flames of War. I wanted to put my money into a more realistic war game at a less of a price point.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Like, that's the reason why. Like, as soon as I seen 3D, that they were basically, so long as you weren't trying to enter a tournament, you could, in all technicality, 3D print all your Warhammer. You know, like it was a big battle, but basically Warhammer was like, okay, fine, we'll capitulate, and I was like, dude, that's awesome.
No, I'd rather play Flames of War. I'd rather play Panzer IIIs versus T-34s.
That does sound cool to me. The only thing is like all my other buddies in real life kind of had me sold on stuff before, and I've got the crazy fuckers to play with.
Well, hey, if you need to sub a model, it's 1/44 scale. So it's nothing to go buy a model,
All right.
Like a 1/44 scale tank model is what, about $7?
That's a hell of a lot better than some of the fucking Games Workshop shit.
Yeah.
That shit's fucking expensive.
No, they made their models on 1/44 scale for a reason. So people could sub them,
I need to relog in.
I like that. But there's this one faction I do really like about games that that Game Workshop makes, or whatever fucking retard brick company of theirs does, and it's the Death Corps Krieg. Yeah, Death Corps Krieg and the Steel Legion of Armageddon. I like the 2 of those factions.
By the way, I still play Dawn of War 2, and I have both of those mods loaded.
Nice. I haven't bought Dawn of War 2. I was told that it's not RTS, so I
No, I'm sorry, Dawn of War. I still play Dawn of War. Because the modding community is so heavy on that, and everybody else can go fuck themselves with their mods.
Awesome. Because I do play the Dawn of War RTS. I think I've got the full set of that, but I haven't.
There's mod communities that do Death Corps Krieg, right?
I have it on Steam, so I have not tampered with that. But if you can show me the ropes, dude, I'd love to, because that would actually, I'd love the absolute shit out of that. If there was like a turn guard.
Yeah.
I love it.
Here's the thing: when I played it last, and this was 8 to 9 years ago, they actually had taken the time to develop their own fucking campaign for single player.
No way. Awesome. That is so cool.
And you could actually, instead of get the blaze bane, you get the super plasma tank.
Oh fuck yeah!
And your cavalry units are horses wearing gas masks.
Oh, I know. That's what fucking sold me, because like that's the one thing like I want to collect as long as I live is gas masks. And
No,
like
they have lancers with gas masks.
That's so cool. That is so cool. But yeah, I seen like Amasar's report. I was like, dude, that is so awesome.
I have had that downloaded for years. I'll have to look up and see if the Dawn of War 2 or the Dawn of War mod sites are still up. But yeah, the Armageddon mob site was fucking awesome.
Awesome.
They also had a Titan mod where you could have Mechanicus Titans. This is Eldar.
Nice.
I'm gonna play this. Oh wait, those are demos. God damn it!
That sounds like a lot of fun, because the thing that I don't like are the guard swap. Star Wars thing with the nerf battery on it. That thing is just a weak piece of shit. It's I forget what the name of it is, because I never ever use it. It's just like, all right, I'll unlock it just for, if I need something disposable, throw in a bunch of more so that I can get time to actually go Lehman Rust and Hellhound.
Well, no, I love to piss people off. 4th of July, the city didn't have me drive my tank one of my tanks in the parade, and I drove. I was right behind the angry gays. Oh, trust me.
Angry gays.
No. It was the angry. We hate everything. Israel sucks. Palestine. Blah blah blah. My foot is like this close to slipping off the clutch. I'm driving an M48 Magavra 3 Rise armor upgrade, and I'm sitting behind them with a 105 looking down their throat. Do you know how? No, it's reactive armor M48. It's basically an M48 to M60 standard because it has a 105, not a 90. And then it has reactive armor plated all over it. Because Israel fixed all of the shit that was. So I'm
You're
sitting there
literally sitting behind them with this fucking
Israeli
with this beast of a machine in there.
Israeli tank. And I'm sitting there going, don't slip off the fucking clutch and run their fucking asses over.
That's too funny though, because yeah, I don't like those SJW sodomites. I have enough of them on the north side, and they're all fucking jagoffs. They don't stand for anything but being able to catch AIDS, be an obnoxious
and being angry that
Trump's
president.
Yeah.
Well, I live in California, so yeah, that's normal here.
I'm sorry, Rich. You live in California.
Trust me, I wish I could leave, but then again, 18
rounds again.
And unfortunately, you have some people that have given California a really bad name on the internet, Rich. Cass. Mm-hmm. You guys say that out loud, we're live.
Oh, how powerful are them drinks you got, dude?
I'm working on tequila and mango juice.
Pretty powerful, then.
Hey, I've done my flying for the day. Fuck them. And I did a lot of shit talk because I was trying to talk my wife getting naked on cam because I wanted to get laid. Hey, we don't see each other for 180 days out of the year. Trust me. I do not ask her to fly into this shithole country just so I can get some pussy. Only because I actually love my wife and I can wait.
Yeah.
And there are some really talented animators on Twitter.
You know, I'm gonna be blunt. I miss the era of the age of Pat Labor, and I want to say shit. oh shit. It had the guy that was turned mostly into a robot. And his female companion. God damn it, I can't remember. Appleseed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the Appleseed series.
And Pat Labor. It was really high quality fucking anime. And people are like, Dragon Ball is high. I'm like, no, Dragon Ball is shit.
Yeah, it's shit. I don't care what anyone says. It's kind of shit.
Look at Pat Labor. Look at Appleseed. That is high quality anime. Because like they did, especially Appleseed did so much on the bleeding edge that they had to call in CGI. It was used very sparingly. Same thing with Pat Labor. That and the 20mm cop revolvers that they were carrying is fucking cool as fuck.
What I'm annoyed about living here is that when I have my brother, he works. I'm not gonna tell you where he works, but he basically works at like a basically. Let me just say it's basically a food market or a grocery store. And he's complaining that he has to do all this work when all he has to fucking do is push carts around. And he's complaining about that. He has to do that, and complaining that he doesn't have time to do chores. When back in the day, I know back in the day when you guys, your generation, used to do like multiple jobs just to stay alive, and he has to do one job, so he should not complain. And he gets to live in a house for free. So I'm just looking at him and like, you fucking idiot. Please stop talking before I decide to go off on you. Of course, I'm not going to because he's older and stronger, but I'm still going to call him out.
And you're going, I wish I had your job because I wouldn't be bitching.
Yeah, I wish I had this job because he's the one, he bought a fucking PlayStation and a couple of games. And I'm like, I want to buy some new art stuff and a camera so I can record and work on my YouTube channel. But you're complaining about this when you're busy spending money on useless shit. So don't fucking complain.
It's not like he even bought anything useful, like a used car.
No. And he's complaining he has to go to work. I told him to buy a bike until now. A bicycle. Like that can at least take him somewhere and at least keep him at least not looking like a fat ass. And I'm the one talking because I'm fat myself. But I'm just saying.
I mean, you can get a Walmart bike for $200.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a bicycle so when I finally work, I can ride to work.
Shit, Walmart bikes are cheaper than $200. You can get one for $100 or less.
I'm just trying to get a bike so I can be able to ride to work and go to school and do all that. So at least I'll have some exercise from that, and plus I'll be able to ride to a gym so I can actually do some real exercise. But he's the one complaining about all this useless shit when he could have bought a bike, but he bought a PlayStation. And I'm like, why? Worst investment you could ever have done.
First thing you need to do is buy transportation.
He's almost 18. And I'm just like, you could have. You're annoying me right now. So yeah, anytime I think
when I was 18 years old, or I was 17 years old, I had a fucking 1970 Dodge Challenger. Why? Because I'd cut grass since I was age 12 and saved my fucking money.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to cut grass for money because my parents don't trust anybody.
Oh, yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah, no. My dad told me when I was 14 years old and I had $2,000 in the bank that I could buy any car I wanted. He would match whatever cash I put towards it.
Nice.
But that's the way it should be. But I already saved up $2,000, so there was no real argument.
Yeah, I'm just trying to work for myself, but I feel like my dad's just trying to keep me here so I can do chores for him because he's a lazy fuck. I'm glad he can't. I'm glad he can't hear me because he's at home.
Rich, is your dad a
it's all good.
Huh?
Is your dad Weta?
My dad. Wait, a what now?
White boy.
No, I'm African. The fuck?
Well, damn.
I know. People at school say I'm fucking whitewashed because I don't sound black. I'm like, I sound educated. What the fuck you talking about?
Yeah,
No,
there's
no, you
there's
sound
this thing
African.
They
called
sound black to me.
Yeah, I know.
yeah, I
People
say
tell me
it all the
that.
time, man.
No. You sound African, not Compton.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry about. Yeah,
you,
that just comes out often, especially when I'm heated.
Oh
But
no, dude!
yeah,
I
no,
was born
it's
in
all good, man.
Africa. I was born
oh, really?
in a country that no longer is. I'm a white African, so
Ooh.
I was born in Rhodesia. The country does not exist anymore.
Well, I'm not living there anymore, so I'll just say this: I was born in Nigeria.
I have
Harsh.
friends. I have friends in the Biafran independence movement.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I have no love for anything but Biafra in Nigeria.
Yeah, if only the government wasn't so messed up right there about that.
Well, I know lots of friends that are actually very pro, like Biafra being its own country, which it should be.
Yeah.
But they don't want to ever do that because that's 90% of the oil and mineral rights of all of Nigeria.
Yeah, that basically goes poof, gone.
It's
Yeah.
all the Belgian Congo Katangas all over again.
Yeah, I'm just trying to live my. I'm just trying to hone my skills, be able to work, afford a tablet, a new computer, so I can practice animation, try to get my name out there, and maybe start a business in animation.
All right, but let me put it
Dude, go
this way.
for it.
I am more familiar with your fucking geography, your home world geography, than probably most white people.
Huh.
Like I actually know how to find Nigeria on a map.
Really? Yeah, I can believe that because I don't think anyone else can find Nigeria.
I sure as hell can't, man. Geography was
That's
not my
because-
expertise.
That's because secretly Nigeria is Wakanda.
No, it's not.
Wakanda!
Nigeria is a clusterfuck created by the British Empire that needs to be resolved, but wasn't. It was three groups of tribes that did not get along that were shoved together by the British Empire.
Well,
I don't know. I think I was one of those. I'm part of this tribe. I don't remember which one. But basically, I'm almost like royalty, but I don't really care.
Cool.
Yeah, but I'm just
I mean,
trying to.
Oh, so you're that Nigerian prince I keep getting fucking emails about.
Hey, no. I do not. I don't speak your. I don't speak your language.
They all speak
Oh no! No. Hey, we actually found out who Prince Kinte is. Oh shit!
Wakanda forever.
Oh my god!
I'm just thinking about Ugandan knuckles me right now.
Yeah. Oh god! We're gonna call you Prince something or other, whatever. What the hell was the name of that Nigerian prince guy? Was it Kunta Kinte or something? I forget what the fuck it was.
I just made my avatar to be like because I felt like some sort of royalty in my head because no one else treats me like that, but I treat myself as royalty. I just call myself the Dragon Prince.
Hey, that sounds cool.
Older. Yeah, that's why my avatar is basically like half dragonkin and a dragon, so I'm just like whatever.
Yeah, your Dragonkin artwork's fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah, thanks.
Like, I'm normally not a fan of that, but you really kick ass with it. It's like, yes, it doesn't look like furry faggotry. It actually looks fucking cool.
I want to redraw it. I want to redraw it someday when I can actually afford a new sketchbook.
Let's see here. I know we got 6 over Blix, Michaels, all that stuff over in my neck of the woods.
Yeah, but
I could go looking around.
What? Wait, what?
I mean, like I could go looking around and like get you. There's a couple stores over in Chicago. I believe they have like web stores also, where you could like possibly order stuff off of. So I could like go look at like Blix and Michaels and that, and go see what I could find for you and get you like some price quotes or whatever.
That'd be cool, but I'd like to actually work for what I have, for what I get, because that's just me right now.
I feel you, no, but I get you like price ranges so you'd know like what your range would be for like something decent versus something tolerable.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, because Michaels, their stuff as far as sketchbooks and that, they go from bullshit to tolerable to depending on who you are. It's like, all right, it's pretty good as far as it's pretty close to Blix. Blix is like the artist's go-to place in Chicago, but
yeah, that's where my
dad shit is.
Yeah, that's where my dad got my sketchbook.
Oh yeah, Blix is like the best place to go.
But I know damn well he's not gonna buy it again. That shit's expensive.
Oh yeah, that's the only downside. But it is worth everything in Blix is worth every fucking penny you spend, except for the tax.
Yeah, that's what happens.
Is fucking theft. Everything else, yeah.
Yeah, that's what happened when me and a group of other young artists went to San Francisco for an Art Academy summer program. Yeah, when we went there, they gave us free art material, but that shit was expensive. God.
Oh, yeah.
Like the packs of pencils are like, what the fuck? People actually buy shit? What?
Yeah, they want you to spend $30 on a pencil. They're not bullshitting you. Yeah, and it's regular fucking charcoal or graphite, and it's $30, buddy. Yeah.
And I was like, I'm so glad they gave this for free because, oh my god, I don't think anyone would spend. I don't think my dad would spend money on this.
Oh, dude, I don't even spend that on myself. Like literally, I've basically got a. Let's see here. I've got some basic sketchbooks and that I haven't really physically drawn because what I've done is I got one of those Wacom tablet things. That's an itty bitty thing, and I got my computer and I bundled it up onto one of those Best Buy cards. So I'm basically just paying that off, and that's all I've done. And that's just because I was able to put it on a card and it worked my way into making several payments to take care of it because a whole lump sum would not be able to do it. Would not be able to fucking do it.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did my one of my first speed draws or with a digital tablet and some drawings on digital tablet when I went to school. Because I have this program, basically like digital arts program. So I did a project where I did a digital drawing and I won a contest for that. But I basically got a $50 Google Play gift card, so it was like, yeah, was really worth it.
$10 for the fucking shit.
Yeah, just $50 on a Google Play gift card. So I was like, really? I spent all that time working on a video for this, but I just took it in.
You could at least give you a $50 Papa John's card.
Yeah, at least I get like some. Oh, I've gotten some food. Like, why give me this? I can't even download any games on my phone. Why?
Yeah, I feel you, dude. That's why what I did is I went with Creative Cloud, and I just went with the student thing, and I just pay that. I get my free textures and shit, and I backpedal that through. There's like if you're doing 3D and stuff, there's a way you can backpedal through various programs, whether you work in like Maya or 3ds Max, to go to like one or two other programs where it's like, okay, you have your student version, then you run it through the open source, then you run it through the renderer, and then technically, you can do whatever you want with it. No legal bullshit. It's just like, it sounds dumb, but it's like, yeah, all this fucking, first world retardation you have to go through just so you can actually use something that when you actually get done with it and that it's technically yours. Like it's not Autodesk. It's yours.
Yeah, but I have a few bookmarked free digital drawing programs saved up. So when I finally afford a tablet, I'll download one of those and use it. so I can start up my channel because I said I quit my channel because I wanted to focus on a job, but I'm still waiting on a callback, and I'm trying to apply to McDonald's just for a second job, just in case. And school's gonna start up quick, at the 20th, so I'm not excited for that one.
Damn it, Rich! If you were in Texas, I'd like northern Texas. I'd be like, here, come here. I'll give you $20 an hour to mow my goddamn yard.
Oh, that would be nice. I like doing like work. I don't know why I like doing physical labor just to keep me busy.
You don't realize
I feel
it would
you,
take
man.
you 2 days to mow my yard at 10 hours a day.
I'd be happy to do that instead of sitting down and just doing nothing.
Well, you do
That's
have to.
good, man. That's.
Well, I'm talking about the brush hog. You do have to, re-aim everything. You'd actually have to do some work going across the airfields. But, damn it, if you were in Texas, I'd just give your ass a job.
Oh, cool.
And you know what? It would be more than most 16-year-olds would make.
And then your brother would be jealous as fuck.
Yeah, if you were of age, possibly get you into the security company I work with. Be warned, though, it is a clusterfuck.
No.
But,
I just give him the keys to the John Deere and go. This is how you run the brush hog.
You're gonna have to teach me how to mow a lawn because I've never mowed a lawn before.
Oh, trust me, this is not a lawn. When I hand you keys to a John Deere, it's not a lawn. I'd be like, let me show you how to run a brush hog, which is a PTO-driven cutter, like they run down the sides of the road. It's a tow behind a tractor.
Yeah.
It would be worth you getting paid $20 an hour.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, but I don't think anyone trusts anybody in Richmond. Ah, fuck. No, heard that right?
Well, you're not in Texas, so it's irrelevant. So,
yeah,
unfortunately.
No.
Yeah, but I've got
a back out. No.
Yeah, I've got a plan though. So once I start up school and I finally get my job, I'll go to school, then go to work, and if I have time, I'll go to the gym, and then come back to see if I can draw and still watch you guys on live stream. And then I probably have time to go. And then I finish up some drawings, and then I go to bed. Just until I can get better at art, and then maybe afford to start up digital.
I mean, what you've done so far is really good, though. I mean,
yeah, and I was so surprised of how quick I got better at this year, because last year I cringe at my last year's art. I would show you if I had any pictures of them.
You impressed Terra. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
But this one I did here. This one's this year's drawing. Never mind.
No, my big thing is I like Full Metal Alchemist and.
Hello. So you want me to draw the Full Metal?
Oh no, but that's the kind of art style I like.
Oh.
I like that semi-realistic style. And I'm a big fan of like Macross.
And now my art hard on is gone.
I like big robots, motherfuckers.
Oh, I like big robots as well. That's what got me into Pacific Rim when I watched the movie. I was like, big robots, yes.
And
Full Metal Panic is my favorite mecha anime.
Oh yeah, Full Metal Panic was really good though, but it's really well drawn.
Yeah, but what I like about it is that the mecha are not flying all over the place in the battles.
One of my favorite animes though is Black Lagoon.
Yeah, I've seen that one too.
I haven't watched that yet.
It's good.
It's really based all about a PT boat and some 1960s fucking muscle cars and a chick with some really awesome Berettas.
And a grenade launcher.
Yeah, but most of the time she's got the Berettas.
Yeah. I think.
Oh my
very similar to
god!
like the goon called Jormungand.
Fuck! I'm hearing. What's that gay boy's name again? Justin Bieber. I'm hearing Justin Bieber in the other room.
Do you have a sister or something?
No, I have no sisters. I feel like my older brother's kind of gay.
Oh, I was about to say. That's why I asked.
I'm sorry. Last time I was in LA, I hit on his ex in a bar.
Say what now?
Oh no! Last time I was in LA, it was the same time I was in the same bar as fucking Selena Gomez, so I hit on his ex.
Ooh. I don't think he cared that much.
Well, his loss because she gave good head in the bathroom. But she was way too.
I'm sure he gives good head too.
Probably, but she was way too liberal for my taste. And that was like right before I got engaged, and I found the love of my life, the mother of my children, the little short Mexican that voted for Trump.
I want to get into dancing, but I need to lose some weight first.
I have been the same size I have been since I was 18 years old.
Oh, fuck.
No, I physically stay active.
Oh.
Man.
Well, okay. That and my supposedly garage in my house that we actually had converted when we built it, because we weren't going to actually build a house because it was supposed to be a house and a semi-finished basement. I walled off this one L part, become my gun room, where I put 6 100 gun safes in there with no windows. Those were all deleted. And then there's the gym, because I have some gym equipment that I actually use, unlike most people that own gym equipment. And then, whereas the garage is our game room, it has a 7-foot pool table, a foosball table, a full wet bar, the only television in the house, and a horsehair dartboards, as well as couches.
Nice.
Because I'm not a big fan of television, so the only time we ever watched television was like the World Cup.
Yeah, don't worry. Nowadays, nobody's a big fan of television because television sucks royally these days.
The only reason you have television is to watch live sporting events.
The only reason I have a television is to play games.
No, I'm talking about the only reason you have a TV service is to watch live sporting events.
Oh, yeah, we don't have a TV service. They got us too fucking expensive.
No, I mean, I have a live TV service to watch sporting events. I don't care about anything else. I don't watch anything else on TV. It's just sporting events. That's actually better to watch currently.
Yeah, quite literally, that would be the only reason I would ever get cable is if I wanted to watch the Blackhawks, and that's really about it. But if I wanted to, all I need to do is go to one of the bars right around the corner from where I live, and I can watch the Blackhawks get plastered.
Well, here's the thing. During certain, like, we follow FIFA. Like, I'm a huge Liverpool fan. Liverpool's a working class city in England. Therefore, I'm a Liverpool fan. My buddy that was ex-SAS Sergeant Major, that when we were in Hartford together, he's from Liverpool. So, and he now owns what's called ProTac here in Texas, the 1,000-yard range. He's a British sniper. And he comes over to my house for Liverpool games because I have a private 3,000-meter range that is not open to the public. Not open to the public. But you
just made Burnside come in his pants.
Pretty much, man.
Well, I also own a MiG-29. So, do you really want to make Burnside come in his pants?
Yes.
I'm not too much a fan of MiGs, but that does sound fucking cool as shit.
Well, I have a MiG-29, a SAB-37, and I'm working on getting an F-4 Phantom.
We're gonna get the fucking Phantom. Are you considering a Raptor by chance?
No, that's way out of my price range.
Damn. But I love Raptors. Those are
No,
cool.
I love classic aviation. These are my toys.
Nice.
But no, this guy and I shoot for Accuracy International professionally. And during football games, he brings his wife and his kids. We come out, we watch Liverpool. We get drunk off of fucking Whitbread beer and fish and chips.
Nice.
So, I mean, I've got $1 million on my avatar right there. That's my Cessna 208. So
nice.
And by the way, that was probably made the year you were born. It's 1987. Not you-ish. You're a youngin'.
I just want to get into dancing because it's either that as something that has to do with music or get an instrument, because if I get an instrument, I'm just going to pretty much be sitting down and just playing an instrument. So I just want to get something more active. Start with something more active.
Instruments.
My uncle.
Oh God, I'm terrible at it. But the cool thing is, a buddy of mine, he's actually got a heavy metal band that's local. And when they do gigs, I get to roadie for him, and I get to set up the stage. Like I make stage props for him every now and again. They're usually impromptu, but I mean, people fucking love the hell out of them.
My uncle is a professional studio musician in Austin.
Nice.
And he's been involved in South by Southwest. He used to get me VIP tickets for $75.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, back in the day.
That's neat.
Like I saw Stevie Ray Vaughan's last live performance in Austin.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I'm old school blues guitarist, and he's an old school studio musician for that.
Oh, nice. I love blues, man.
Yeah, but he has he's a musician, but he's a practical musician. He works in the studios.
Nice.
Yeah, he makes like $300,000 a year as a studio musician and a sound mixing tech. Nice.
Cool.
That is good. That is way good.
But he has this extreme dislike for auto-tune. He's very liberal. We disagree on politics. We agree on music.
Nice.
Like, we're both fans of Beck. We're both fans of pre-auto-tune bullshit.
Yeah, I don't like auto-tune. I'm not a fan of it. I don't have shit for fucking musical talent, but I'm somewhat singing to a degree after you get a couple beers with me, give or take, depending on the rest of that. Yeah. I don't like the auto-tune shit because, like, I grew up listening to heavy metal. You know, that's what
Rock Pie.
Well, Burnside, it comes out to, let me put it this way, buddy. I grew up in Austin, Texas, like 60 miles north of it. And I know all of the old school there. And my friend that was just like trying to message me when remind me of the times I was homeless right out of the army, forgot that I knew every musician in Austin. And when I moved back to Texas, and I was able to get on my feet, and basically I got really pissed that they were trying to compare me to when I just got out of the service and was broke as fuck. You know, she forgot. I got back. When I went back there with no musical talent, I could get a job at any bar in Austin as a bouncer.
Nice.
No, the older school bars, because fuck 6th Street. Like the Mean-Eyed Cat, the owner's a friend of mine. Antone's, the owners are friends of mine. My uncle and I do not get along. He's super liberal. We get along on music. That's it.
I see. Am I still Rom fine or am I good?
You're good.
You're good. You're great, bro.
I'm gonna kill the show. It's 1:30 in the morning, and I'm gonna go to bed soon.
Bye-bye, Terra, you sexy beast.
I'm not going yet, but we are getting off air. So say good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.